from outer space.
Hi, honey.
That's right. If he impregnates you, your baby will be half alien.
This is our first night of our vacation. We're here in Fort Lauderdale. We're just kind of relaxed today. Took a nap. Getting ready for the next 3 days in the Bahamas. We're going to be pretty busy, I hope.
And there's a special bonus offer, a second
just had pizza for dinner. Just kind of hanging out, watching TV, because we have to get up at 4 in the morning.
Here's something you didn't want to know.
We'll get on the ship and have a big old buffet breakfast. Doesn't that sound good right now after you just had that pizza?
Like it's a pot roast. I had to take them out myself. I'll tell you what they don't have in the lunchroom.
Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. No. Well, we're getting ready to take off on our cruise over to Freeport. You can see that small ship that's over there. That's about as small as we're on right now. It's a little compact, everything's kind of together in a small way compared to what we were on before in the Royal Caribbean. But it's nice. It's very nice. We just had breakfast. It's a very nice breakfast. It's a buffet. Quite a bit to eat. There's quite a bit to choose from. Now we're getting ready for the ship to take off. We're up from the boat right now. We couldn't get in the very front of the boat. Here's the people in the very front of the boat. So we're on the side. It's called the Discovery Sign. Guess who? Hi, honey. It's 10 till 7 our time, 10 till 8 their time. We're supposed to arrive over there at 1:30 this afternoon. They'll service lunch. They got a casino. You know where Steve's going to be at. They have a bingo at 8 o'clock. I think I might go down there for a little bit. If I take off. And then they have one at 10:30. So if I miss the 8 o'clock, I'll get to the 10:30. How am I get on Colby, huh? Well, we just took off. Right down here where it says number 4, that's the immigration office. We have to go show our passport, ID.
Please read these very carefully as they explain what to do in the unlikely event of an emergency.
Yesterday all we did was just stay in our hotel room and relax because we knew the next 2 or 3 days was going to be very hectic at least. I told him to beware because we're getting up early and we're leaving for the whole day. I mean the whole day. At least tomorrow we are.
Please refer to your passenger ticket jacket, pre-emergency procedures, and life jacket instructions. Passenger muster stations are located on the high deck starboard, port, aft, and forward, and on Discovery Deck aft. Please take the time to find your resting station as you walk about the ship today, so that you know where you should go should there be an emergency.
Can you kind of stand this way so you can kind of keep an eye on my purse sitting right there? I don't want anybody to grab it and run. And they would, if we don't see them, we won't know who has them.
Any life-saving or firefighting equipment
And
while
somebody
on board
would
the
run
Discovery
and
Sun.
grab it.
For your comfort and safety, please take care while moving around. Do not run and pay close attention
Just
to the
started
entrance
getting
ways,
some sun.
especially
It was
those
pretty
leading to the restrooms and
hazy out.
open deck
I thought it
areas,
was going to be a very
as these have
dull
raised door
day.
sills.
Here's that ship that we call
Always use
small.
handrails when using stairwells. Avoid wearing high-heel shoes and refrain
Pretty
from
small
venturing
compared to what we
outside
were
of
on.
rough weather. Handicapped passengers
Pretty much
needing
the size that we're on
assistance
right now.
are asked to register the person's information
Here's
desk.
the boats.
Also, please do not use elevators in an emergency.
Heaven forbid.
For those of you who smoke, please do not throw cigarettes over the sides, as they may blow back on board, causing a fire. Also, please do not extinguish cigarettes on the carpets.
Pretty over there, isn't it?
The use or possession of controlled substances is strictly prohibited, and we do work very closely with the local authorities. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to show you the proper procedure for putting on your life jacket. Please pay close attention to the crew staff member who will be demonstrating this procedure at your location. First, spread the jacket apart. Slip it over your head. Take the strap and wrap it around your waist. Secure the strap by fastening the buckle.
Pretty windy out here.
And finally, tighten the strap. Please note that each life jacket comes equipped with safety whistle and reflective tape to attract attention both day and night. We also have children's life jackets on board, and although smaller, are exactly the same design and use the same procedure. We thank you for your attention and trust you have an enjoyable cruise while on board the Discovery Sun.
The skyline over there. Man, this zooms in really, really good.
Well, good morning, folks, and once again, welcome aboard the Discovery Sun. At this time, we'd like to give you a quick rundown of this morning's events and activities. Those guests would like to enjoy the additional comfort of a cabin for their journey. Cabins are available at this time and may be obtained at the person's information desk of Florida Deckman Ship. In about 10 minutes' time, our full casino will be open for your gaming pleasure. Check out our casino, try our luck, and over in extra cash for your vacation.
Say something.
Check out our gift shops will be open. Check out our gift shops for great
Are you ready to start your day?
and of course,
It started already.
Been started since 4 o'clock, huh?
It was an early start, that's for sure.
3 o'clock when we got up the first time, huh?
We did get a wake-up call while you was in the
I know,
shower.
I heard it. The phone was in the bathroom, remember?
Oh, that's right.
Scared the shit out of me. Because I was in the right place at the right time.
We can make covering all the information that you definitely need to know before you go to ensure you have the safest and best time possible during your visit to the Bahamas. We do strongly request that all passengers attend. That will be immediately following video at the Starlight showroom. Whatever you do, have a great morning on the Discovery Sun, and we'll see you around.
Isn't it pretty?
Fort Lauderdale.
See the palm trees? windy out here. Imagine you can hear it through the video recorder.
This one boat's coming in. It's a big tanker.
Yeah. Look, here's all those.
I know, I'm getting it.
Big.
Look at that big boat compared to that little one.
Tugboat.
It's with our first session of Super League Jack on Bingo happening. Starlight Show, and that's right there. Up the cash coffee this morning. That's our bingo session happening in the Starlight Show, closely followed by our.
There's a big one. Whoa. He's not one of them, I don't think.
Yeah, where the big ones are? Where the big? Okay, all right. Yeah, they slow by. The big ones. Oh,
Whoa, whoa. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go fix it.
Jesus, there's my read.
Where's my pole when I need it?
Man.
I know, I need my tissue. Oh, I want to.
Look at that big one.
Look at that big. Look at that one there. Look at that one.
Yeah. You wish you had a pole, don't you?
It's a gray snapper, man. Oh man.
What is that, a red snapper?
It's a gray snapper. They're the same species to the red snapper, gray snapper, pink snapper. Yeah,
They're all
red
edible.
snapper.
Oh my
They're all
god.
the same, just bigger ones and smaller ones. Look at that, he's big. I know, I need my pole. I know.
Yeah.
You just ran out of film.
You can leave it there.
Oh, you got it with you?
No, you left it on the.
On the bus?
Yeah.
It's not time to go for it, because boy, we're going on a beautiful view.
Oh.
Hurry up. Go just to the bus. Yeah. Just stay to your left.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Whoa. I wanted to see that.
These are
Wow, that's so
beautiful.
many.
Okay, do you know what the little small baby baby is? One little small, long nose one. See him right over.
What kind is he?
Poor guy.
Oh, the big guard.
Where's the guard?
Yeah.
We've seen him in Florida.
The alligator guard? I catch those in my canal.
Size that one straight down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do. Oh, those are needlefish.
Yeah, that's the guards. That's the guards.
Oh, the guards?
Yeah.
Where's the
Oh, they're
guard?
little baby ones. Oh, look at those, they're so cool. They're so
Where's the
little
guard?
babies.
Where's the guard?
I've seen
Oh
them
yeah,
big.
those guards are so small. Do the guards get any bigger?
Oh yeah, they get big like the bar.
Because in Florida, I see them 6 feet or 7 feet long.
They got the same. Oh yeah.
That's when I see them.
I haven't seen any when we went snorkeling. Oh.
In Florida, they get 6, 7 feet long.
Where did he go? Look at the little minnows in there. they catch them. Don't they tackle them and run down and really? I thought they attack people even out of the water. What are you talking about? Barracudas. Oh, yeah. They're scary looking. I figured they would really jump out of the water. My friend was telling me she was snorkeling in the Cayman, and in the Cayman Islands, and there was this big barracuda, and everybody named it. It was called like Old Something or other. And they said it was this huge fish, and it was real scary, but everybody's like, oh, that's just blah blah blah. They just named it.
She went actually diving.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. That orange thing, leggy looking. Where? The land crabs. Oh. I have to
Can you zoom in on those?
Oh, there's no more film in the camera. Shoot. Oh, it's a
There's
blue
one here with a blue, kind of blue on top, in the middle.
No, they're crabs. I gotta wait for my husband to get a picture.
Land crab. Huh?
Oh, it's gonna go in a hole. They're red. There's a bunch of them over there.
Excuse us.
Oh, okay. Now I see.
Excuse us.
Man cats. Oh, my batteries are dead. Finally.
Those are like snake holes.
That's a big one, son.
They look like big snakes, not little snakes. Look at that big one right there.
No, that's snake. Yeah, they're taking the heads off. Look at
Right there.
Oh, it just went in.
Oh. Orange. Nope, he just went in.
Well, I probably got it.
You see that one big one over there in the hole?
Uh-uh.
So meet everybody back at 12 o'clock.
Here?
So back to the bus at 12 o'clock. So then I see at the bus. Then I'll meet you on the square. 12 o'clock, we should have to be at the 12 o'clock. Don't worry, one over 15.
Well, we're taking a tour today of the I forgot the name of it. What's the name of this cave? Are you thinking, or did you not hear me? Well, it's kind of hard to tell when you just stand there. Getting ready to visit this cave. We're on a tour today. You see the cave, and then we stop off at the ocean. However, there was a long line of people at the cave a while ago, so we decided to come to the ocean first and get cooled off. It's a very nice beach side. Feels very good. Some of these people down there are on our. Some of these people down here, I'll say it again, are on our bus. I meant to hit the zoom in, and I hit the off button. They're actually quite a ways down there. Lackamet Cave or Lucamet Cave or, huh? Lucayan Cave. We found out that the Grand Bohemian is 95 miles long, 11 miles wide. What was the population of the Bahamas, the Grand Bahamas?
Grand Bahamas? Half a
500,000.
million. 73% of Nassau.
They built a canal. It took them 13 years to build this canal. It separates what? The Grand Bohemian to what?
That's the island, yeah, that's north and south, fishing shore, where they want to fish.
You're gonna have to speak up a little.
The major canal, so the people on the north side can fish on the south side and vice versa. Instead of having to go all the way around the island, which took them 3.5 hours, now they can do it for 20 minutes. So it just helps the fishing trade, which is their third best business.
And when he told us that they manually, physically built this canal, it was their prisoners who built this. And of course, everybody on the bus got their hands on that. I think the sun's coming out a little bit. Try to be a little brighter there. Here's the other direction. And again, some of those people down there on our bus, that couple right there. I'll come a little bit on the bus. They're sitting right behind us. We were supposed to have 2 caves to go walk through today, but one of them is a bat cave, and at this time they are having their young, and of course they protect their young so we can't go in. I don't think I want to go in. Anyway, what was that? Meeting enough? We've had a good time so far. Haven't done a whole lot yet. This is Wednesday. Going on to 12 o'clock noon. Yesterday was a long day. What?
Talk about the bottle eating and the fire eating, that show last
Yeah, we went to a show last night. They had a bottle eating native. A girl who did a firing act, put it in her mouth, rubbed it all over her body. out to the audience and had people tried to get people to put it in their mouths too. And obviously she didn't have a taker. She came close to us. She in fact came real close to your dad's face. I would have had this on tape, but they said no videos. Came real close to your dad's face. And I'll tell you what, it was hot. It was very hot. And then they had a guy come out who did some singing and got us involved in that. So I sung a lot of songs that we all knew. We got into the middle of all that. Had a good time. Had a good dinner. Service was very poor though. Very poor. Didn't even live a tip. That's how bad it was. And that's not like us. They could have had a lot more money out of us if they'd have came in over once in a while. I could have had 2 or 3 beers. Even though it cost $4.63 or whatever it was.
$4.60 for beer.
But we're on vacation. We're supposed to do that.
Water was free, but couldn't get it. Tips would have been free, but they couldn't get it.
Your dad left them $4 on the table, but not me. I took it right off. You should have left a penny so they would know. At least that would kind of give them a little indication. Gonna go for now until we get into the cave. See ya, bye.
On the spot. That's the first game for Ben City. That's where the box are now.
This is the cave where the bats are supposed to be at, he said.
Oh, they're the same. I'm very excited.
Oh, man. It's pretty scary. I know.
They don't fly and tell us to get out. I'm surprised they don't fly out and tell us to get out.
Are you having fun so far? Looked pretty eerie back there, didn't it? The bat cave.
Yeah. I think they gotta walk along the side of it built so that you can walk in there.
Damn it. Felt like something was biting me, but I thought it was the...
Well, you gotta put that can of off in your hand.
Yeah, ours is in the motel room.
The guide. Centipede.
That's all I know is that.
I was like, wait.
What's that a phone?
Wow. How
hear that wire. I can't even see. It's so dark. Oh, this is low. It's like glass. Who's it in there? That is the Oh, the tourist? The driver?
This is
That's not everybody by no chance.
No, they're still trying to get a look at the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they'll stay right there. They get right.
Where they find the body?
Are the bones still here?
Hey?
The bones?
No, ma'am, they're in Nassau. They're in Nassau at our museum.
Oh, yeah.
They're the bones, the remains and items and things that were found in this area for the past 200 years. But they're clearing out the squat in the front there. They're gonna build a mini museum, and everything will be brought back from Nassau at the end of the year.
There's fish in there.
Okay, how many are there? 2, 4.
How many we missing?
5 more. Hello!
Hello?
Echo. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is called the Burial Mound Cave. Okay, some 287 years ago, a group of men was sailing the south shore of Grand Bahama. After sailing the south shore of Grand Bahama, their boat that were in hit a, you want to use this? Pass it down for me. Pass it down for me. And there's sunflies, they does have it sometimes. Go ahead, this is spray, this is an off spray. Yeah. Okay, let me start over. Some 287 years ago, a group of men were sailing the south shore of Grand Bahama. After sailing in the vessel, they hit a rock. After hitting this rock, the ship that were in sprung a leak. They were concerned, like anyone would be. So they came shore. Now that rock that you see out there by the beach, that's the rock that they ran into, the gold rock. The big rock that you see in the water, that's what they ran into. After being concerned, they came shore. After coming shore, they just started to explore, and they saw a pathway heading through the forest. Being nosy bodies, they continued following that particular trail. Lo and behold, the first cave, which Ben's cave that is now closed off to for the bats. They entered, they heard voices. After following the voice pattern, they came upon the same Ben caves, where they heard more voices. They drew their weapons, and they was curious, and they went into the cave area, where they found 147 Lucayan Indians. They were actually caught, captured, and taken back to the United States as used as slaves. Now, there's two types of Indians. One, the Arawak Indians, was hibernated in one of our outer island areas, which also Christopher Columbus discovered. That was San Salvador. Then, of course, the Lucayan Indians, thank you, the one that actually hibernated the Grand Bahama area. Now, we knew that they hated each other. So they actually separated. We don't know because of color differential or religious purposes differential or whatever. But we knew they hated each other and they actually separated. Now, some 27 canoes were found. Okay? So we knew how to get here. We know how to get into the Bahamas. But it's not documented where they came from. Now, that first cave, as big as you see the opening on the roof of that cave, it was not as big as that. The cave roof half collapsed. That was no more than about 4 feet wide. The big boulders you would be able to see in the water is what actually was the roof or the ceiling of that cave. Now to gain entrance in and out of that cave, they planted in a ladder form the root of a rubber tree. Now those who have been traveling in the downtown area on the mall those plants along the mall that you see the roots start from the tree and it goes into the ground. That's what they plant, like in a ladder form, in order to gain entrance in and out of the cave. They're very durable, they're very, very strong, those same roots of those trees. Okay, now also in that particular cave, you would have seen some fishes, the same type of fish that you see over the bridge that we walk. Okay, they're not blind because they're used to the sunlight. The sunlight comes up, shine over, and they move in and out with the current. Now, the water in that cave is also salt, which we call a mixture of salt and fresh water only because when it rains, but it goes directly to the ocean. Now, this cave is the burial mound cave. This is where the majority of the remains were found. Now, the way the Lucan Indians used to bury their dead, they will just basically clear a spot out, lay them down, and cover them with rocks. That's why the remains were found so easy. Okay, also items they used to cook, clean, harpoons that they made of some of our trees to spear their fish, lobsters, etc. were found in that area. Like I said, Nassau is the capital city of Bahamas, and we have one of the largest museums in the Western Hemisphere, and that's where everything for the past 287 years, everything was found in this area is in Nassau. But they already start clearing a spot out in the front of the park here, where they're going to build a small mini museum. Because everybody requested that everything be brought back here. So by the end of the year, that should be completed. And everything will be brought back here so you'll be able to see the history of this cave and the history of what went on for the past 287 years. Now this water straight ahead here is the only fresh water in the entire part of Grand Bahama. This water straight here is 100% fresh spring water. The debris and everything up on top of that is actually from up on top of the cave that came in. But you clear that away, you drink it just like tap water. The water straight ahead here is 100% salt water. This water does not combine, they separate. Now those who's going to be here for another day or two or maybe a couple more days, if you have the opportunity, we have a place in Port Lucaya called UNEXO, Underwater Sports Society. Okay, they have everything to do with water. You will see a photo of the separation of these two waters. Okay, and it's very, very beautiful. I myself saw the photo, but I didn't believe it. Or they say, it's the old saying that seeing is believing. I saw it, I still didn't believe it. So what I did myself, I went home and got a 5-gallon bucket. I went to the ocean and get a 5-gallon bucket of seawater, went home, get a 5 bucket of fresh city water. I relieve my fishes from their tank, and I pour those two waters in right after each other. Lo and behold, about a minute and a half, you go in the front of the tank, and you can actually see where the fresh and salt water cuts right now. It actually separated. The salt water is to the bottom, and the fresh water on top. Fresh water, salt water is lighter than fresh water. Fresh water is heavier. Okay, at least body who like to swim could to tell you you can float easier in salt water than you can do in the pool in fresh water. And it's amazing where you see it cuts right off. If someone had told me that water, fresh water and salt water combines, I'll tell them it does not combine, they separate, I'll tell them a lie. But I saw it first off hand experience. It does separate. It's like water, oil up on top of water. Now we have individuals who does the cave dive, typical Americans. Because there's no way you're going to find a being under here, not living. Now, you have to be a certified diver in order to do the cave dive. Okay? Now, this way they start the cave dive. Here. They will come and put on the outfit, plunge under here, do their own thing. It's dangerous. That's why you have to be a certified diver. This cave runs 1.5 miles. They start from here into Ben's Cave, out in the forest in a zigzag manner, underground where we parked the bus, and out to the ocean where we just came from. That's how long this cave is. Now, it's no more than about 6 to 7 feet wide. It's about 14 to 15 feet deep. Now at high tide, at low tide you have no problem, because low tide the water basically about 2.5 to 3 feet below the roof or the ceiling in the cave. Not this roof or ceiling, but under there. At high tide the water come apart against the roof or the ceiling in the cave. And there's no pockets, no air pockets. Everything is solid limestone like you see here. Okay, so if you experience any problem, Doing a mile and a half, you'll definitely be in problem. Again, you have to be a certified diver in order to do the cave dive. Now, before anybody asks a question as far as any Lucani Indians left, no, it's not documented or whereby we have the remains of any left here on the island. But as far as the Bahamians, our generations, if anyone asks the question, what is our Oriental, what is our generation as far as going way back, the only question the only answer we can actually give you is that we are all mixed up. My grandmother is from England, a white woman. Okay? A lot of people come from all walks of life, the Spaniards, and then they did a lot of hanky-pankying. So we all mixed up. It's one big word. Now, again, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the Lucayan Indians have been found, outside, sleeping in the hummocks, the burial mound caves, and this is where they were actually captured as well from here, and was taken back to the United States as used as slaves. Again, this is the history of the Lucayan Indians, some 300 basically years ago. Now, we'll be exiting out, but we have, I put you in a bus, I start you off in the school bus. Now time for your homework. Now anybody can, I have to take the lead first though, because I'm going to give you an essay. Now the person can give me, the first person give me the name of this tree, will get $10. Now someone should be able to win it because a 9-year-old kid won it yesterday. Okay, what I have to do, I have to take a lead, make a left turn because the name of this tree is on a sign. And I have to go ahead to cover it up. Nobody in this group is ESPA, or whatever you call it. ESP? None of you all right? None of y'all is carry system. Anybody know what you call carry? This is SpaceX. None of y'all is responding to her.
What?
Mango.
And I'll give you the information of the tree. And the first person giving the name,
Well, tell him.
yes, sir.
These spiders, do they actually have a point on them with glows, or is that just a nostril?
No, so they glow.
They glow?
Yeah, at night. Yes, sir.
What spiders?
That's how the male is the female. Only the female glows though.
Oh, you know.
Only the female glows. They're just regular house spiders.
Why is that
They don't do
so?
that. That's what you did. That's what you
Oh, I see one.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's give us some information about the pine land. The forest of Grand Bahama has been numbered to historic time. Trees were cut including drywood, grindvine, and pine. No. The forest also abounds on plants that were used as bush medicine. Because of available fresh cave water, Bahamians started habiting.
Well, we left Okalakaya Cave, and now we're here for lunch and at the restaurant called the Banana Bay. We're sitting outside right now. Hopefully somebody will come and take our order. There's a fire comfort. This is Boy, Walling, I hope you shall come through. I could learn to live like this. Couldn't you, honey? Huh?
What?
I said I could sure learn to live like this. Look at the different colors of the ocean. The water. So neat.
What you want to do?
Someone helping you smoke?
Not yet.
Not yet.
You are.
Okay.
How long does it take to get a sandwich?
What type of sandwich?
A conch burger?
What type?
Conch burger?
You have the ball in your hands. Y'all in the beginning. Okay, are we ready? All right, go. No, we can't let it go. No, fall back, there we go. All right, here we go.
Before with the ball in the hand. Come on, get out of there. Let's go then. It's called musical ball. Once you talk with the ball, you have to get out. Come on, get out of there. Get out of here. What's the money? Come on. Get out of here. It's called musical ball. If you call, get out of here. Musical ball. That's what it's called, y'all. Get out of here.
I'll show you something different. This is my country. Like the water tower, I'm the king of the day. I'm baby better. She goes one way. She will live me and smiling.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get out of here.
Oh, she was looking pretty and smiling. With the face that made her eyes be dying.
Come on and have fun, everybody. Have fun.
I Now I wanna know she's behaving just for holding she has lines of light. A shooting on me right between my eyes. Get out of here.
Who is it? Somebody last touched the ball, or?
Last person to have it, yeah.
One for the money. One for the money. Come on, get out of there. Somebody scream! Don't get caught with a ball in your hand. Get out of Get out. Who's gonna be him? Nobody knows. Get out. This Bohemian music on his back. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later. Talk to yourself. See you later.
That guy should have been out 3 times already.
Huh?
That guy in the end should have been out 3 times already.
Nobody. See you later. Come on, get out of here. There's music in the ball. That's what it's called. Bye-bye. don't need nobody else. I
thought he was out.
Come on, pass the ball, y'all.
That ball moving now, doesn't it? Wear them out. All right, about now.
You've been caught. Who says it has to be long? It can be short. That's it. Got somebody.
One person thinks that they're the ones that say guilty.
It's the last one holding the ball, not who you give it to.
They've done it both ways. They've done it both ways.
Oh yeah. It's a judgment. You guys got some bad hands, doesn't he?
Oh, they took it from me? The guy on the right is good too.
Don't get caught with the ball in your hand.
As soon as you get closer.
Oh yeah. Got to go.
Well, one guy's.
If you call that ball in your hand, there we go, man.
She's kind of like,
Get some space